voting machinery in buses that spent days in Masaka and began voting in rounds from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. and the voting patterns and what happened. So as the DF, we took note, and as we continue to verify and authenticate the actors, we will be communicating with the country. As the DF, it is wishful and far-fetched that anyone can stop the party of hope and promise from going the journey we intend to go. And we are here to assert that we are still on our journey and nobody is going to stop us. We are intentional in our actions, we are deliberate, and we are going to stick to our mission. One may delay but cannot deter the forward march of Ugandans to freedom, democracy, and liberation. Finally, a call for reforms, transition, and reconciliation. This is the flagship act of the DF. The DF finally reiterates and reaffirms to an agenda for reform, transition, and national reconciliation, and remains committed to a process of dialogue with all national stakeholders in pursuit of the said and published agenda. We have luckily published this agenda. It's not a secret. It's not convoluted. We believe acts of merely participating in elections for election's sake can never propel this country to the next level. We are going back to our text, which we shared to all and sundry, that the country must, as of necessity for its own survival, because must elections be carried out in the manner they are being conducted, certainly it puts the nation into a kind of existential threat as a state, as a nation state, with a predictable democracy agenda that the DF wants to offer leadership. Where other parties are timid to reach out, the DF has no such cowardice. We are available to speak to those who want to speak on the language of reform, to change the trajectory of this country, because this country belongs to us. But most importantly, we want to speak to posterity, not simply daily bread. There is today, there is tomorrow, and there is the future, which future belongs to everybody, including our great grandchildren ahead of us. I want to thank you once again, the media, and I pray this time around you are less breezed than it were. Don't take that as uhuru. It's not yet uhuru. It is actually the calm before the storm. Your participation and involvement in making these issues serious issues, not issues to scorn and imagine that those who are raising them out of anger. None of us here is angry, but we are very concerned stakeholders in this country. And then you wonder, that's why Africans actually are spoken about in derogatory terms. That you go to procure machinery that cannot work in this era and time. That for 5 years you prepare to use a machine in one day and it collapses on the day you're supposed to use it. And you stay in the office. That's why Africans are looked at as really very funny, you know, Homo sapien, you know. So where is criminal liability to those who participated in the expenditure of more than 150 billion Ugandan shillings to procure air? I want to thank you, the media, for this precious time, and on behalf of the DF, we are thankful for the time we have worked with you. We will continue working with you. Our agenda as the DF remains on track. The election was mere an event on our journey, and we shall continue propelling this journey. And I want to invite the membership of the DF, including those intending to join the DF, that the DF was not founded for the purpose of an electoral event, but for the purpose of being an integral part of democratizing Uganda and calling out everybody to get involved in ensuring that Uganda makes the next big step to being a constitutional and enduring democracy for God and my country.